Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe and have happy holiday season. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here. Today we're going to get into this Madam Glam rubber base coat. But first... Okay, y'all, we have our Christmas stuff. This is our religious stuff. There might be doubles in the pictures because a couple things have sold out already. But I wanted to show you pretty much everything. And let me tell you, those snowflakes, I am in love with them. And the cute little gnomes, I can't wait to do those too. So yes, you'll be seeing a whole bunch of stuff. We do have only one advent calendar left. If you want to see what's in it, goodies, spoilers, and all, you can check out Merry Makeup and More too. She has opened up her advent calendar box early so you can see what's in there. And if you are interested, please feel free to order. One of my ambassadors, Cherie from Just Nailed It, she just did her PR drop as well. And although it doesn't have everything in the Christmas drop, it has most of the new stuff. So you can check that out there. And my girl Pauline from Pandora Muse 57 Nails, she won one of my giveaways. And as you can see, the video went up a while ago. But if you want to go over there and show her some love, that would be awesome. And you can see some of the other stuff that we have. That is part of our 99-cent sale. Okay, and both of these ladies, Hillbillies Creativity and Merry Makeup and More too, are both really close to being monetized. I know that Leslie from Hillbillies Creativity, she only needs, I think Cherie said, like 400 hours. So please show both of them some love, subscribe. And yeah, let's get Leslie these hours so that she can get, you know, that $10 or that 10 cents a day we all get. Yeah, you do not want to do YouTube, like, to be as a profession, like, monetary-wise, okay? It's a great accomplishment, though, and it does give you milestones to work for, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, that's that. Now, I'm going to apologize again for jumping all over the place from videos and stuff from the website and whatever. But with the advent calendar, everything on the website, everything. You get 10% off using codes KF10, CherieBaby10, or Sassy10. So don't forget to use those codes. And we also have Shop Pay, which breaks up your order like into, I want to say 4 months. So yeah, that's that. Now let us get into this video because I am very proud of these damn nails, let me tell you. Okay, y'all, we are going to start out with this Madam Glam Laos rubber base coat. I'm a big fan of rubber base coats in general. I have a bunch of sparkly ones from Francesca that just really, the shimmer, you'll see it all because I use it a lot. So this is just a plain nude one. It's opaque even though it is a little bit thicker than a regular base coat. It still gives you like that same flexibility that regular base coats do, but it's just like tougher, like it stays on the nail better. It could be used as a base coat or as a color itself. You can do 2 coats, but depending on how you paint is how you want to do it. For me, I wasn't paying very much attention to my strokes. I'm getting started early with the dirty. Anyways, I explained before in previous videos that when I paint a nail, where I start, whether it's the top of the nail or the bottom, that part gets more pressure because I'm pressing harder and then letting up down the nail. It's just a personal thing that I need to work through. So some of the base area or the top of the nail itself was very, you know, it was streaky. So I ended up putting a second coat on there and I don't think it affected anything. I think it, you know, it worked great. The one thing I did notice about this rubber base coat versus others, The other rubber base coats that I have leave no inhibition layer, so there's no sticky layer left after you cure it. But with this, there is. So just bear in mind with that. If you're just gonna like color over it or design over it, that's fine. But like, say you were gonna do a sweater nail over it and you were assuming that it would be like other base coats, I'm here to tell you there is a sticky layer, so please wipe it down before you try to do a sweater nail. Okay, y'all, I am a Sagittarius bitch. Yes, I am. My birthday is the 13th. So you will be seeing quite a few Zodiac nails. They might not be full videos. They might just be, you know, me fiddling around and popping out some nice sets instead of videos. But yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of that. So if you have a birthday in December, let me know because, you know, I'm curious. Okay, what had happened was I was originally going to do this set as a pink set with a little bit of purple. So I didn't really have any great ideas of what I wanted to do with this set. I knew that I wanted to do a sweater nail, and I knew I wanted to do plaid nails. I really wanted to break out the plaid brush, the liner brush. Well, it's not a liner brush, it's a plaid brush. But I ended up just using the regular liner brush because the plaid brush gives you pretty wide of a line, and I wanted these to be thinner. I mean, they ended up thicker than I wanted them to be, but the plaid liner would have been thicker than most of them. So here I painted the middle nail over the rubber base coat, keep moving, you know, this purple color. And I was thinking it's so hard to see when you're doing a sweater nail because you're using the same color, right? So I figured I would use a lighter color. And this one, I mean, looking at them, you know, one looks darker than the other a little bit, and it's the same way, like it is a little bit lighter. But when I tried to like mix the regular one with white, it was just this hot ass mess. So I went with this, even though it was closer than what I would have preferred. And I did have to do this nail a few times because once I get back into the swing of things, it's like bing, bang, boom. But like the first design of the year, it's like 4 times or so until it's perfect, or at least perfect enough for me. So I'm doing like the letter L kind. That is my favorite type of sweater nail. And what is great about long nails, even if you don't wear them and you're only using them for your channel or in your flexi hand or whatever kind of silicone hand you might have, it's great for that. Because with smaller nails, you know, you have to make the design smaller, right? So this gives you a little bit more room for error, if you will. Now, what has helped me tremendously, I don't know if you'll be able to really see it or not in this one, but what helps keeps me steady is I have my forearm against the edge of the table, and then where that arrow was, I take one pinky and put it on the other so that the pinky that you're painting with is braced on your other fingers, and that will help your hands stay steady. And y'all know, you know, I got arthritis, fibromyalgia, all that stuff, so there are days when I'm dropping shit left and right, and there's no way I'm gonna draw a straight line no matter what I do. So with the bracing of my pinky and the handy dandy silicone tool, most of the time it works fine. But like I said earlier, I am very proud of this set because I had 2 people ask me if I stamped the damn lines. And I am proud of that because that means they think that I couldn't have painted them that straight because my freehand is so garbage. So it's like a feather in my bonnet type thing. Like, yeah, you had to ask that because they were so damn straight. Fire! Also, with these newer brushes, I am trying to learn, you know, like the correct amount of paint to create, you know, whichever type of design I'm trying to draw, because sometimes too much or too little Too much, it looks sloppy. Too little, it's like you have a big trough in the middle, and then there's like, you know, it looks like two lines when it should be one. Now with the sides here, I always do dashes, and I try to make them even, of course, up and down, but I have found that there have been times where like I'm making dashes on either side, but when you look at them straight on, they're completely different. So hence the back and forth and the double checking of that, because like I said, sometimes it just looks like two different designs completely. Like the middle looks great, and then those dashes on the side, it's like, all right, who did that? Where the hell did that come from? Because it is a sloppy mess. So yeah, I double and triple check for that. Okay, so here comes into why removing the inhibition / sticky layer is because you only want the powder to stick to the design. You don't want it to stick to the whole nail. I suppose you could have it stick to the whole nail. I guess that would be personal preference. But for me, when I do sweater nails, I make sure that the nail is wiped and then I do my design on it. And if you get all the way through your design and you realize you haven't wiped the inhibition layer off, which has happened to me, I don't even know how many hundreds of times, right? Because let's be honest, sweater nails, they look super easy, but you know, you have to practice, right? Just like anything else. So, and the practices can be such a hot mess sometimes. So anyways, I coat enough to make sure that it looks like I don't have to add any more on top of it. I put it in the lamp and dust it off, and voila, sweater nail. Now, since I ended up doing the purple and then adding this purple pink mermaid polish from Fairy Glow, it came in a 6-piece set from Amazon a long time ago. I mean, it was on there, of course, it was giving the sheen, but I wasn't feeling it because I wasn't sure if I was going to do like a glitter French or if I was going to do full plaid French or what, because like I said, when I got into this, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it at all. So there were a lot of changes that had been made, and the sweater nail I ended up doing over again so that it had that shimmery mermaid polish over it because it kind of just stuck out and didn't look right. So yeah, I did that one off camera again. But I am using the Keeping Moving. The Purple Hero is actually sold out. It was part of the September polishes from Madam Glam. So that one's not available, but the Keep Moving, which I am using, you know, for the rest of it, it's still available. It's there. Now here I am making my little Frenches, and it started out a little low for me because when I do extra long nails, like I don't put the smile line where it would be like on natural short nails because I feel like it looks like it's not balanced right? Like, so you end up with like not enough on the top of the nail and like, you know, whatever. I don't know how else to explain it. So I am taking the same liner brush, and what I did with this is I took the color, I put it where I wanted, pretty much where I wanted the top of the French of the arch to be, left it pretty much straight, and then went in with the liner brush to just add that extra curve on either side, because I didn't want to like mess with it and fiddle with it and like do the 3 dots and all that stuff because it was going to be a very not a very deep French, so I wasn't really too worried about that. So this is the full plaid nail. I am going over the purple parts of all the nails with this mermaid polish, which, like I said, I was originally going to use glitter as part of the French or maybe some sort of pigment. Like, I really wasn't decided. So when I remembered, like, I was literally just looking through all my polishes and glitters and stuff, and that was there, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. So instead of it being like a pink and purple, it's more of a purple and pink, but that's okay. That's okay, because the rubber base coat, like I said, can be used as a color or as a base coat. So as you saw before, when I tried to just put the mermaid polish over the pink, it did give you that like flashy shimmer, but I was looking for something a little bit more, so that's why I put the purple and then put that over it, and it really just, bang, you know, looked awesome. I could probably have done the same like with Aurora powders, or maybe they have like duochromes, which is like you put it on a light color and it looks one way, and then you put it on a dark color and it looks another. That could have given this look too. So you don't have to have like certain special polishes or anything like that. You use what you got, right? Because, you know, everybody got to save money. So I totally understand that. All right, y'all, so I started on the full nail first, and it was the hardest slash the worst looking, but like I said, that's how it tends to work for me. Like, I don't do certain designs for a while, and then it takes me a few practice tries to get back into the swing of things, and I feel like that's what happened here. But I wanted to let y'all know, when you are painting any kind of anything, you're hyper focused on it, right? So you're looking, well, that was a bad bump right there. It was like straight blue pill off to the side. So anyways, back to what I was saying. You see every little bump or slash or whatever unevenness, like you're so focused on it that it looks a hot mess, right? But then you put it down, walk away, like to get a drink or whatever, and when you come back and you're not so like itty bitty, like trying to find the design kind of thing, you're like, oh damn, that looks really good. Okay, yeah, you know. So please bear that in mind, and don't be too hard on yourselves. Sweater nails and plaid nails are like kind of like baby boomers, like ombres and stuff like that. It looks so easy, and people expect it to be perfect and it's easy, but it's really not. I mean, both my sisters are artists, like quote unquote real artists, because that's what I call them, real artists, like, you know, with canvases and shit, right? But one of my sisters, not the one that did the collab with me, the my other sister, she was like, oh, let me show you how to do a straight line. So I painted up a nail for her, gave her the brush, was like, all right, show me how to do it. And she was doing it for 20 minutes until she stopped and was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this, but no, I can't do it. And I was like, see, talking all that shit about how easy it is, but then when you try to do it, Miss Fancy Artist, you're having a hard fucking time, right? So, like I said, please bear that in mind. Because nobody is as hard on you as you are on yourself, okay? So take a deep breath, don't stress, and don't compare yourself to people who have been doing nails for 20 freaking years, okay? It doesn't work like that. It will drive you insane. You know, you could have the best talent and learning new things, and then you look at somebody else's nails that took freaking 12 to 18 hours to create, and get down on yourself because you can't do that. And that is the worst. You gotta stay positive. Have that positivity. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna leave one of the Frenches in. The footage is a little bit fumbled because not pushing the record button in the right time, so it's gonna flash through some of the different sizes. I'm sorry. Knock on wood, I'm usually way better than that, but I just wanted to show you how this goes. And in between, when I'm changing the colors on my brush, I am taking the brush and running it through clear base coat to get rid of that colored polish. And it really only took like 3 or 4 strokes to get it done. But I did want this to show. So it was actually, like I said, fairly easy once I got into the groove of it. Now here, I believe, is where I am cleaning the brush. It's off camera a little bit. But yeah, I guess that's the best way to clean and treat your brushes. Kind of like with acrylic brushes, how the monomer stays in it always because it's wet, right? When you put the brush away. So it's kind of like the same thing. You want to keep that on there, and most good gel brushes will have a cap. If you buy gel brushes that don't have a cap, whether they're liner brushes or what, if you have any natural light in your room, it will cure your brushes. So just be aware of that, and they will be garbage because you can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of the cured gel because it's in there with the bristles. So make sure you use gel base coat to clean your colors out of your gel brushes. And when you buy any type of gel brushes, please make sure they have a cap. This is the finished look. Like I said earlier, I actually ended up going back and redoing the middle sweater nail. There was a little bit of mish at the top, which can happen. So you want to be careful with that. And I'll show you what the new set looked like. I was going to pierce it, but I was like, all right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for now. But, because, I want it to look a little more elegant. But I love my piercings, so yeah. So what do you think? I am so happy that people asked me if I stamped it. I'm so happy. Okay, so here is the set in a darkened room with my light on for my camera. I think it looks amazing, and you can see that shimmery ness behind the sweater nail. So I just want to put that on again so that you can see how I mushed the top little L symbol. So that does happen on occasion, so be careful when you're actually putting the acrylic powder on there, because that's usually when you have an issue with that, or at least I have an issue with that. So tell me what you think. I hope you like them. We still have the advent calendars. Please show some love to the ladies that I showed in the beginning. And of course we have our Christmas stuff, so come take a look. Window shop. It helps our analytics, right? So yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.